Welcome back to Ox Tools. I'm Tom. So what we got today is we got another little Roach Coach snack break. This will be a short one. I don't need much time to prove my point. So Adam, I hope you're listening. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some experiments in the lathe with some facing cuts. I don't know, a week or so ago, Adam basically threw down the gauntlet on the internet about the capabilities of his Monarch lathe. A fantastic machine, by the way. And his was in response to Mr. Keith Fenner's video where he was doing some heavy facing work. Well, you know, it's pretty tough for me to sit on the sidelines, and especially when somebody so brazen such as Adam has called me out. So Adam, just a word of advice, never underestimate the treachery of older men. So we're going to do some experiments on the lathe over here, and we're going to do some facing cuts, and see what we can do over here. And I hope you like the show. Okay, 1 revolution, 30 thousandths on the dial. Okay, I just wanted to talk about this. This was our material for our facing test that we did. This is 4140 chromoly steel, and it's the only thing I had that was in the size range of that we were talking about here. And this is it's 6 3/4 inches in diameter. It's 170 millimeters in diameter, and then it's what is it? It's about 3 5/8 ID, or I don't know, 95 millimeters, something like that. And it's pretty long too, so it was hanging out of the chuck a bit. So, you know, and during the test I knocked a little bit off in the end. So it's 25 millimeters long, about 5 inches long, something like that. And it was, I don't know, maybe a half inch longer when I started horsing around over there. Anyway, that was our test piece, and you can see we whittled a little off of. We shaved Adam down just a whisker there. So anyway, all right, boys. Just to give you an idea how hot these chips are and how far they're flinging. Here's one that landed on my Travidile cover and melted itself into that. So. So that flew through the air hot and landed there and embedded itself in that plastic. Okay, so I'm cleaning up the wreckage here after this, after Face Off 2, and this is my my little dustpan, for picking up crud off the floor, and it lives about 6 feet away from the lathe. It's got a little place back there. Anyway, I went to grab it to go pick up the pile of chips, and here's what I find inside it. So this is some of the stuff that was flying through the air. And you can see it's firmly embedded in the in the plastic here. Now there's one of the chips. There's the width of cut there. All right, and then you can see the thickness of it too, probably. Anyway, those are embedded in there pretty good. So none of them burned a hole through, but you can see I got some on the end. Anyway, that's the hazards of that kind of activity. Okay, so here's the chart on the machine for the feed index, and what we were using. So I have a 72 tooth AB change gears in this, which basically this set of change gears doubles the published feed here. Okay, and we were using ACF here, which is normally 15.5 thousandths per rev feed rate. Okay, and then that's the cross feed, and then this is the longitudinal feed. So doubling that, we've got 30 thousandths per rev published on the cross feed. Now, when I put the indicator, or excuse me, when I rotated the dial, what that gave me is in one revolution, it gave me 60 thousandths diameter change on the dial. And so we had to change it around and set it up a little differently so that we got 30 thousandths diameter change per revolution, which I believe what Mr. Booth had set up on his. Anyway, so it's a little bit confusing because we're facing instead of feeding longitudinally. So, and believe it or not, I did actually try it a few times at the 60 thousandths diameter change per revolution, and that was, well, we'll throw a couple of those clips in there just for fun to show that too. Okay, so that about wraps up my response to Adam's face-off. And I just want to say a couple things here at the end. These chips that come off of an operation like this are hot and sharp, and they're heavy, so they have some weight to them. So they tend to stick when they land on things like skin and plastic and other stuff. Prior to doing the work, I cleaned my chip pan out because I had a lot of plastic chips in there, and I had a bunch of wood dust from machining some wood that I was doing. So because the chips are so hot and so heavy, I cleaned all that stuff out. Just what you need: oil-soaked plastic and wood dust in your chip pan. So anyway, I took some precautions. I did get one little burn. Chip went down my shirt and got me on the belly, and but it's okay. But anyway, if you're going to try this, just work yourself up slowly. And Keith and Adam and myself, we have some experience doing this kind of thing, so we know what to look for, we know how to set the tools up, and hopefully you guys learned something from this, even though it was a little bit of fun and games too. So it just shows what kind of metal removal rates you can get to if you push the envelope. And if you never push the envelope, you never understand where those limits are. And so you're not working at your best if you don't know where those limits are. So I encourage folks to push it a little bit, and but be careful while you're doing it, and just observe, you know, common sense and you know, a little bit of moderation. So it's kind of one of those things, it's hard to balance, you know, you want to be aggressive but not too aggressive. So how do I say that? I don't know. Work your way up, and when you get uncomfortable, stop. Okay? Anyway, hope you liked the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.